actually it's not good morning. I'm absolutely knackered. I didn't sleep very well last night. But anyway, good morning. So I'm off to Ivy House Lakes just for an open. There is a Fish South qualifier. I didn't book into that. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I think there was actually a couple of tickets going, so it's on Heron and Kingfisher and Moran. But been busy with work. Not making excuses, been busy with work and just haven't got the right bait for it. I think that will be a caster blaster match, to be honest with you. Overshotted rigs, hitting lots of casters at it and catching loads of fish. I think that's the way it'll go, I would have thought, especially on Heron and Kingfisher, to be fair, because it's quite deep on the far bank for those who don't know, and obviously like fundamentally sort of almost monging it is definitely the way to go. Obviously you're not allowed to tap. There's some people that's somehow sort of got a bit confused about overshotted rigs, so you're not allowed to hit your pole on top of the water. Anyway, going to my match, because that's what I'm interested in, and hopefully that's what you might be interested in. So it's on Old Match Lake, and I believe it's on the island of Willow, so that'll be what, 5 pegs on Willow, and I'm not sure how many pegs will go on Old Match Lake, maybe a dozen. So Willow last week fished really hard. I'm pretty sure Rob Guppy won the lake on Willow last week with £37.12. So yeah, it did fish hard. Now there's stacks of fish in there, and the Old Match Lake, I was lucky. I won it last week with £78.8, and I just beat Flinty by 8 ounces. So I was really lucky. So match last week, let's talk about that, because it's, you know, it's going to be relevant to today if I can speak properly. So last week there was millions of muggers on top of the water, not everywhere, but in front of me there was quite a few, but they were insanely difficult to mug. You'd literally drop it right on them, not interested, and I'd even like fire pellets at them with my catapult, like one pellet, and they were like turning on that as in spooky, and you're like, wow. Anyway, because there's so many persisted with it, had 2 and lost 1, which I think I did foul look, not on purpose, didn't harpoon it or no scooping or doing any dodgy stuff that you shouldn't be doing with matches. And then I've had 1 on pace short, and then I've caught all the rest, like little squeakers or whatever you want to call them, like sort of 1 to sort of 3 pound carp on the method feeder. But you catch a couple and then they would just back off, and there was no real sort of pattern to it. So you chuck it, like quick chucks, thinking I'll get a bit of bait there, and sometimes you get one straight away, and other times I thought, oh, I'll just sit there and be patient and just sit there and wait, and then the rod would finally get towed in. Now, to be honest with you, the only pattern I would notice, if you had to wait a long time for a bite, the fish was a lot bigger. The smaller ones seem to like come straight to it. Ping pellets to the left, because I had a lot of room, so I pinged like 8mm fishery pellets to the left, and then just fished a method in front, and then would chuck it to the left to see, you know, I had two different ways of feeding the swim, see how they would respond. And to be honest with you, with the ping and the pellets to the left, I caught again smaller fish doing that, and caught a lot more of them stocky sort of F1s. So chucked the lead across, only had 1. I thought the fish might back off, and spoke to Andy in the morning before he went to White Acres. He said to me the fish had led. Now, to be honest with you, for those who go to Ivy House, or you're new to Ivy House, honestly ask Andy, because he's very straight talking, honest, and obviously good fisherman, knows the venue because he owns it. So yeah, I always make sure I ask him what's what and what's not. So today be mugging the same as last week, maybe catching a few fish on paste. So they have finished spawning maybe about 2 weeks ago, so hopefully they're gonna have maybe a bit of a feed soon. When that will happen, I don't know. So yeah, it could be another tough match, to be honest. If I draw Willow, I think I'll probably fish for silvers. I've got some worms that are left over from white acres. They do need using up. So, and some probably a couple of pints of casters as well, which probably ain't the best for silverfish. I dare say they're going to be a little bit smelly, so make sure I give them a good wash off and hopefully they'll be all right. So yeah, draw willow, gonna fish for silvers. I feel. I think, you know, I don't think willow's going to live with the match lake at the moment. Hey, it depends. Draw 23, wind blowing into it maybe. I don't know where the wind's blowing, and that might be a different story because some of the fish on willow are very big. So, you know, hey, my prediction is you want to draw match lake, sort of pegs 2. Well, I don't know actually. You know, I drew, was it 16 last week, and I wouldn't have fancied that to win, to be honest. So who knows? I'm not even going to call it. I'd say I think match lake will win, and I think willow might fish tough, to be honest. But hey, I could be wrong. Idiot. How long left, timekeeper? What? I thought you said Smith is cool. Happy days. So I was top weight overall with 74 pound, 54 pounds of carp and 20 pound of skimmers. That was top weight of silvers as well. So yeah, really lucky. Obviously drawn an absolute rocket ship, peg 10, brilliant peg. It's one of the only pegs, 10 and 11 is the only sort of two pegs where you can almost reach a far bank with 16 meters. So yeah, that was decent. I've just fished a real simple match, just fished worms. Started on pellets, didn't catch. Cut up a few worms, didn't want to cut up loads just in case it didn't work, and to be honest with you, it was steady Eddie, just catching like F1s and a few skimmers. No real big skimmers, which is a bit of a shame. So probably biggest skimmer maybe £1.5, £1.12. So I've had a lot of fish sort of like 10 ounce, a lot of the F1s sort of 8 to 12 ounce. So you know, I've had a real nice day. I think I had 26 pound of stockers, 20 pound of skimmers, and then I have caught a couple of carp on the method, basically chucking to the rope down the edge against the grass. I think that went 28 pound. So yeah, real nice. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's really basic. I didn't feel like I need to make it like really long. So yeah, short and sweet. Happy days.